Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So, oh my God, Joe Rogan's latest special, Burn the Boats, is universally panned. It's garbage, it's trash. Take a look at some of the reviews here. This one, 4.8 out of 10. Just bad. Old man yells at cloud. On par with Gringo Poppy. Gringo Poppy was Brendan Shaw, who's definitely, not arguably, he is the worst comedian, quote, ever. Just not a comedian, just absolutely the worst. All right, here we go. Poor man Sim Kinnison. Disappointed Joe Rogan fan. Almost as funny as Carlos Mencia. Yeah, Rogan was stealing jokes too. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, hacky and cringe. Better stick to the podcast. Career ender. And this used to be me. I'm going to talk about this. Love the guy, but what the heck? So bad and boring. Rogan still thinks he's a comedian. Oh my God, this is, I can't tell you, man. Schadenfreude. I am a happy guy. Like people who followed my YouTube channel here for some time, for past 5 years or six. I used to, my whole, not the whole show, but a good portion of this channel was devoted to a discussion of Joe Rogan's podcast, JRE. I listened to every minute of every podcast for years. Excuse me, let me take a sip here. Sorry about that. I always do that. I chew kratom and it gets between my teeth. I apologize. But anyway, and I've you could go back. I've done several videos, the evolution of Joe Rogan, how he's totally kind of went right wing and MAGA. It was a slow thing. I remember like a few years ago, like 2020, like before, and there'd be like a couple of head scratching things. Like he would make a comment about someone I like and respect, and he would like really go into him. I go, well, all right, well, I can't agree with you on everything, and a lot of different. I'm not going to repeat myself, but after COVID, he's just full blown MAGA, and the horse dewormer, the whole stuff. And I kept giving him breaks, and then I found myself like fucking yelling at the podcast, "What's wrong with you, man? What happened to you? What is this MAGA stuff?" You know. And then I just gave it up. I gave it up a couple of years ago. I don't watch it at all anymore. He's just an idiot. And it looks like this special is so bad, it may be career ending. Like his funeral, I don't know. Like I've been wondering, it's hard to find the ratings of his podcast, like online. It used to be exclusively with Spotify. Now, it's all over the place. You get it on any platform, YouTube and everything, and it's hard to find because I gotta wonder, like, how would any sane, centrist or lefty listen to that garbage? His podcast is absolute crap now. It's unlistenable. It's not funny, entertaining. It's all this MAGA shit. It's right wing crap. It really is like this old boomer. It sounds like Fox News with smoking pot and drinking and maybe throw in a little UFC. It's absolute garbage, unlistenable crap. And I'm like, how did this guy who had the #1 podcast go from here? It's just such a shame. I mean, I don't really care. Joe Rogan's an idiot. And again, I never thought he was funny. I thought he was kind of funny sometimes on the podcast. His way, like he's kind of had a childlike way about him that was endearing, and his show and like back in 17, 18, 2016, even earlier, used to be educational, used to be very interesting. He used to have, writers and scientists and he used to have the kooks on, always had the conspiracy kooks, but it was fair. And yeah, he would have Steven Crowder on or Ben Shapiro, right winger, but then he would have David Pakman on and Kyle Kalinske. And Joe was definitely more left than right, The only thing he would say is, I'm a pro Second Amendment guy. Of course, there need to be regulations on assault weapons, just my position exactly. Totally gay rights, gay marriage, not homophobic in the least, none of that. And he just a couple of things, but now he's just like this idiot. I will give him credit, though. He never had Trump on, and I know that Trump has been begging. I think it's been over a dozen times. Trump's people have been asking to go on Rogan, and Rogan says no. So I'll give him credit to that. I mean, there's still time, you know. Maybe he'll have him on before the election, but and then of course. Rogan recently endorsed, and then he walked it back. But RFK. By the way, today is Friday. Look for the endorsement from RFK to drop out of the race and endorse Trump. You watch, that's happening. We all know this, right? But sorry for digressing there. But I just got to laugh so hard that Rogan's special, and here is another one. Netflix rated the worst special ever. I mean, and I don't think Joe Rogan will ever be doing specials anymore. I know he has that stupid club. I think it's going down. I mean, it happens, man. It happens to, you know, the fall of Joe Rogan, but I guess he doesn't care. Last I look, he's got a net worth of $200 million. So he could take his money and run, could still do his stupid podcast, but couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, Mr. Joe Rogan, you know? So, all right, more to come. A quick one. I'll be doing more videos on the convention. It was electrifying. It was fantastic. All right, peace, everyone. Poor Joe Rogan, the MAGA midget. All right, peace. All right, so there you go. Make sure you like and subscribe. Helps with the algorithm. Spread it around. So, by the way, I'm going to put. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube, you know, reviewing the Burn Your Boats, Joe Rogan. I'll put all this stuff in the comments section. So I love it. I love it. Schadenfreude, whatever.